Scandalous marriage. Prince Harry's biggest mistake is marrying with Meghan. He's totally broken. Royal tradition dictates that members of the royal family should ask the Queen's permission before officially announcing an engagement. But some are even bound by law. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle, for example, while Princess Eugenie and husband Jack Brooksbank were exempt. Read on to learn how it all works. To prevent scandalous marriages, the Royal Marriages Act was passed in 1772 by King George III, declaring his descendants could not marry without the monarch's consent. The law came as a result of the king's brother, Prince Henry, marrying a commoner Anne Horton. The marriage was considered scandalous at the time, so to prevent future matches that could diminish the status of the royal house, the act was passed. To this day, the act still dictates who within the royal family has to ask the Queen for permission before they marry. Although the law has been flouted in the past by certain royals, such as Edward VIII's scandalous marriage to Wallis Simpson, it's a formality that's still followed by most royals today. Under the original Royal Marriages Act, Princess Eugenie would have likely had to ask the Queen for permission to marry. But the Succession to the Crown Act in 2013 made new changes to this law. This states that only the first 6 in line to the throne need to ask the Queen's permission before they marry. As Princess Eugenie is only 12th in line to the throne, she is exempt from this law. But her cousin, Prince Harry, is currently 6th in the succession order. This means that before he proposed to Meghan Markle he would have had to ask his grandmother's permission to marry. The couple got engaged in November 2017. Prince Harry popped the question at his home, Nottingham Cottage, on the grounds of Kensington Palace. The proposal was a low-key affair, with Harry asking Meghan to marry him while they were cooking a roast chicken. Their wedding, on the other hand, was a much more glamorous event. The pair made their vows to each other in St. George's Chapel at Windsor Castle in 2018. The ceremony was televised to the delight of royal fans, and the chapel was packed with plenty of Hollywood A-listers. Princess Eugenie's wedding might have taken place at the same venue, but it was a much less extravagant affair than her cousin's. Jack Brooksbank romantically proposed to Eugenie in front of a volcano at sunset while the pair were on holiday in Nicaragua. They were married in 2018. Although it's not obligatory for some royals to ask the Queen for permission to marry, it's considered good manners for all royal heirs to let the monarch know of their intention to marry before publicly announcing it themselves. Markle, a former American actress, became the Duchess of Sussex when she married Harry in 2018 at Windsor Castle. The couple welcomed a son named Archie Harrison Mountbatten Windsor in 2019. While the romance seemed like a fairy tale made for Hollywood, the couple's departures from royal duties began in 2020 over what they described as the British media's intrusions and racist attitudes toward the Duchess. Morton claimed that William, who is second in line to the British throne, contributed to their decision to step back. He obviously had an influence in it, Morton alleged. I think that Harry resented the fact that he supported his relationship with Kate Middleton over the years. We forget that the palace didn't believe she and William would marry. They didn't think she had what it took to be the future queen, initially. But Harry always supported her. He was always friendly with Catherine. They were always joking and laughing together. And the fact that William couldn't do the same for him did not sit well with Harry. There's no doubt that there was a divide between the brothers. Morton alleged that William didn't instantly welcome his sister-in-law with open arms because he was wary of Markle's Hollywood background and how it would impact the palace.